I could tell you a joke. Will that help?
Go for it.
My brother told me this joke. He said, what do you call pallbearers in Oklahoma?
I don't know.
Karaoke. It's so bad. Karaoke. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of
ESPOOKYS Talk.
That's right, everybody. Your favorite ESPOOKYS podcast is back. My name's Arturo, and I am here, as always, with our resident bruja, the one, the only, Eva.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to ESPOOKYS Talk Cosmic Forecast.
Nice.
Today is Friday, June 12th, 2026. Greetings, beautiful weirdos. The veil feels thin today. Not because ghosts are knocking on the door, but because the universe is whispering through strange coincidences, dreams that linger way too long, and conversations that feel oddly faded. Maybe you've done it before. The moon in Taurus much of these days, while the sun remains in Gemini, creating a tension between comfort and curiosity. One part of you wants to stay safely inside your familiar rituals. Another part is hearing the call of the unknown. Ooh.
It's spookies.
I feel that. Like it's it's pulling you apart. Do I stay inside my shell where it's nice and safe, or do I go and explore? We shall take the wind and just ride it through.
Do it to it.
All right. So the energy, because of the moon, is in a waning crescent, about 9% illuminated, just 2 days before the new moon in Gemini. This is not manifestation energy. So don't go manifesting things. This is releasing energy, things that no longer serve you. The universe is asking, what are you still carrying that belongs to the old version of yourself? Old grudges, old fears, old stories about who you think you are.
All the above.
They're becoming dead weight.
Oh. That's
Out with the old. You got to get rid of it.
Oh, man.
You really put an obstacle on the road when you hold on to things that truly do not serve you in any way, shape, or form. All right. Our witchy report says that there will be sudden insights during your mundane tasks. You know, the daily things that we have to do to keep ourselves alive. Strange dreams before dawn. So don't be hitting that snooze button. You might see things you're not ready to see. Technology acting haunted. So I'm really excited about that, because that means we're all going to be typing up our emails that we probably shouldn't be sending because we're still holding on to old grudges. And then zap, it just doesn't function until you don't send it and you don't go down a spiraling end of, man, I shouldn't have sent that, and go into regret. So, your technology is going to be haunted. This one's my favorite.
Okay.
Unexpected messages from people you haven't heard from in months.
That just happened to me.
Of course it did.
MKS hit me up.
That's wild.
Out of nowhere. And I was like, yo, what's up? And he wants to hit up and get some food in Los Gatos. And that just happened. Oh, my God.
Crazy. I mean, that's great.
I mean, it's great. But
Hey, well, here it is. Ta-da!
You got me on two, by the way, because you got me on the dream thing also, because I had a crazy dream, and it was after I woke up and walked the dog and went back to bed. He said, don't hit the snooze, because it's just before dawn. Freaking out a little bit. Go on.
Remember, they're just coincidences. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
A feeling that something important is about to begin, even if you don't see it. Like you're just like, and then you don't see it, and then it's happening, but you kind of know, you kind of sensed it. I just think, as a weirdo collective, we are just really feeling all of the vibes today.
The weirdo collective.
We're trying new things here. They're kind of sticking, kind of going. We'll see. We'll see where the vibes take us.
Oh, man.
The spirits of change rarely knock politely. Sometimes they kick the door down. That's a little aggressive. So
I agree.
So you've been warned. Okay, this is the Spookies Talk warning. It's official. So pay attention also to repeating numbers. As you know, angel numbers are out there. It's when a number repeats, usually 3 or 4 times, right? And they mean different things. So take note of what it was that you were thinking when you saw it, because that tends to be a clue. So yeah, it's not just your subconscious looking for patterns. Instead, ask yourself, what was I just thinking about? What were you just thinking about? You know what? I'm always thinking about food. And water.
Food and water.
Remember to hydrate. It'll give you glowing skin, I promise.
Oh, man.
Not too much, just enough. So with Gemini, the new moon in Gemini will be in only 2 days away. The season makes it for rumors. Also, it's summertime, so there's bigger gatherings. For rumors to travel faster than the truth. So be cautious of gossip. Do not gossip with people. Do not assume things. Instead, seek the truth. But if rumors start, stay in your lane. Okay, that's warning number 2.
That's good advice.
Okay, so I pulled a card out with my lovely tarot card, and it's the Tower in reverse, which means that you're avoiding transformation. Rather than letting go of what doesn't serve you, you're holding on to it tighter than ever. So, take the hint. Let it go. Go donate it, for crying out loud. Get rid of what no longer suits you. And there is no love forecast, because you can't receive anything if you're holding on to everything from the past. So until you do that, no love forecast for you. So the question of the day is, have you ever had a dream, coincidence, or a strange encounter that doesn't make sense until much later?
Yes.
And even if you don't have an answer right now, email me the answer that you will have for me after today. Stay spooky.
What's our email address?
Oh, that's what I have you for.
Oh. ESPOOKYSTALK@gmail.com.
Looking forward to your stories. This concludes our Cosmic Forecast. Yay!
Very nice. Very, very nice. And you know, it's so strange. It's so strange that every time you do a cosmic forecast, for some odd reason, it has to do with me. And I know that's not how it's written. It's just what it is.
I feel...
It's bizarre. It's like I have my own, very own personal, bruja, giving me my what's up.
I do have to admit that it definitely applies to me too. And that's what makes the cosmic forecast so likable, right? It's the universe giving us little hints to make our lives a little better.
Wow.
One of the things I personally have is that I'm carrying ghosts around with me. It's my past. It's haunting me.
Dang, I'm carrying around things like extra change. Old t-shirts. You got that don't fit me anymore. And you got ghosts and stuff.
Ghosts of past versions of myself.
Wow.
That really resonated with me in the sense of it's hard to accept the person you're becoming because of the obligations and the responsibilities that comes with growing up.
I get you.
I still miss the 20-year-old version of myself being a little more free and a little more reckless, I guess is the word, right?
Definitely do not miss the 20-year-old version of myself.
Oh. In my 30s is better.
He was kind of a jerk. I would have kicked his butt. Oh, man.
But I think it's more of the nostalgia of it all, right? It's just that was such a fun time, but life goes on and we can't live in the past.
It's crazy that your things always kind of, I relate to them because it's summertime for us. We work at a school. It's summertime for us. And I am ready to do a summertime purge about letting things go.
Right.
I live in an apartment, right? Mm-hmm. And we all know, you guys were there when we had the new digs, right? Episode. And you know that I live in a new pad. And there's so much stuff here that I have. My spare room, which is supposed to be for guests, is literally like a storage facility.
Of course.
And it's time to purge. And I know that you didn't. It's not that it was literal, but man, it's both literal, emotional, everything for me.
Physical, it's all the above.
It's the whole
and then everybody has a junk drawer. Like, look through it today. Make some time to clean out the junk drawer.
Mine's right there.
That's the one?
That's the one.
Drawer number 2?
I'm telling you, man.
Do you still have the gnome that lives in the drawer? That eats the hot Cheetos?
No.
Oh.
No, that scares me.
You left him in the other house? That's so messed up,
That was the
dude.
other place, yo. Hey, don't bring him here. He stole my Cheetos. Every time I go to get Cheetos.
Gone.
Well, I'm glad we're back. And I'm kind of interested in what we're about to talk about today. Because
it's scary and terrifying.
It is a little scary and terrifying. Basically, what happened was, guys, the true story. I was talking about travel. My birthday's coming up. It's on June 23rd. And on my Facebook, I posted something saying that one of the things that I kind of, because I'm mourning the passing of a family member and all these different things. And I was thinking about all the things that I want to do still. And some of those things included travel. And what I said was, instead of getting me another T-shirt that I'm going to tote around for a few years and things like that, if anybody was interested in getting me anything from my 51st, whoop, whoop, I said, just here's my Venmo.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds kind of like, it sounds bad.
But for $1 a day.
Yeah, but here's my Venmo. If you're gonna give me a little gift, just throw it in my account so that I could travel and take my wife and I want to go see like Dia de los Muertos celebrations.
Ooh.
We want to go see, there's a bunch of places that I want to go. I've never been to Yellowstone. There's things that I want to go do.
Yeah.
But it all takes money.
Of course.
So that's what I do.
Gas prices are through the roof.
Yeah. But when we were talking about it, we started talking about all the freaky stuff that I've seen along the way on some of my travels. Because Lori and I have driven all the way to New Mexico.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So up it came that the crazy stuff about states. And I'm like, we haven't done a state in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So then I looked at you and I was like, so Ella, what state you want to do? And you did not even miss a beat when you went
Virginia.
So tonight we're going to head to the shadows of Virginia. And we all know that's a state rich with history, haunted battlefields, forgotten legends, creatures that lurk just beyond the edge of campfire glows. All of these crazy ghostly apparitions said to wander colonial roads and terrifying cryptids reported in deep within the Appalachian wilderness. Virginia has so much. There's no shortage of stories. And I think, I don't know. I think we're going to make people think twice before going out to Virginia. I'll tell you that much. Right?
Yeah. Like I easily found top 50 stories and I was like, ooh, I don't think people want to hear me talk for that long. So we're going to go for like a top 20.
I don't know, man.
If we even make it that far, because the stories are good. Not
only that, these stories are not just simply folklore, but they're things that have been passed down through generations. It could be something far more unsettling that's hiding in those forests and mountains. It's going to be crazy.
It's everything.
So right now,
because it's old,
we're going to explore Virginia's most chilling supernatural encounters, cryptids, and legends. Buckle up.
Oh, not the cryptids.
I do love me some cryptids.
I need all the artists out there in the world to donate to the cause, like images of cryptids, and we could turn them into stickers. That would be so cool.
Buddy. There's some great sticker promotions going on right now anyways.
I want them to terrify me in my sleep.
Hey guys, if you guys hit me up on our email, I just gave it, I'll do it again, ESPOOKYSTALK@gmail.com, and hit me up with a little story, I will send you a sticker. I will pay for the postage and an envelope and send you one of our brand new glitter is spooky stickers. Until those are gone, and then I still have some neons left, but you have to hit us up if you want one.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's get that postman working. Or woman.
You were talking about cryptids. I said cryptids, but then you started talking about cryptids.
Yeah, I know, but that's because I want them to haunt my dreams.
Well, here you go. I got one for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
And it's kind of funny.
It's a funny cryptid?
It's not a funny cryptid. It's a funny name for a cryptid. So what they're calling this cryptid, which is deep in the forests of Southwest Virginia, and it's particularly in Norton, Virginia. It's called the wood booger.
I'm sorry, I can't. It's just
wood booger.
It's just, the little boogie.
It's called the wood booger, and I'm telling you, it's an elusive 7-foot tall, 350-pound creature.
Whoa.
The local Appalachian version of Bigfoot. But the name comes from its mischievous habit of boogering things off with items and stuff like that. And that's, I guess, what they call it over there. We would call it the thief in the night or the stealing, but they call it boogering off.
Oh.
And the crazy thing is, in the town of Norton is so proud of that folklore that it designated an area as the official wood booger sanctuary.
Oh.
It even hosts a festival to celebrate the beast. But in reality, this thing creeps in at night. Totally elusive. And basically steals your stuff. Carries it off as its own.
Like items, like my hoodie, my purse.
That's what it says.
Not like my organs.
That's more black market stuff, man. When you wake up in a bathtub of ice and you're missing a kidney, I understand what you're saying. That's a crazy story all on its own. We'll talk about that one some other time.
He'll put a little pin on it.
Oh, man. I have pinned it.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, when you said, like, take off with your stuff, I'm like, what? Like, my shoes? Like, my purse? That's terrifying within itself, though. Like, losing your valuable items and just not knowing where they're at.
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
It takes camp supplies and livestock like chickens and
oh my goodness,
things like apples. Yeah. And it's been on like TV shows. There's so many sightings and things like that that's been on TV shows like Finding Bigfoot and things like that, where people go out and actually search for this thing. Early settlers and parents also used to say that the legend kept kids from wandering too deep in the woods. We always talk about the fact that people use these things and sightings and stories and legends and things like that to kind of curb behaviors and things.
Right.
But the truth of the matter is, during all of those kind of things, they ended up that the monster would carry off kids.
Dang.
Kind of like the boogeyman.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. No, thank you.
But, it's interesting to me, even with these cryptids, on perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because some people, right, say that their interpretation is the woodburger acts as more of a guardian of nature, that it's removing items that don't belong there, such as camping supplies, blah, 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 blah.
Right. I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to...
Ooh, I like that perspective. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
It's just taking care of that place.
Yeah,
You're an intruder.
Except for the kid snatching.
That's an intruder that doesn't naturally live there. So like it makes sense,
man.
but it's still terrifying.
Well, woodburger, everybody, there are definitely festivals and things out there in Virginia, and you can kind of check it out yourself and determine on your own, what's your perspective? Is he a crazy creature that's terrorizing children and stealing items? Or is he a defender of nature?
Yeah, I mean,
there you go.
And then tell us about it. Well, I have a joke. How do you make a tissue dance? You put a little boogie in
it. Oh my goodness. Well, since we're telling jokes, guys, no.
I had to. You were over here talking about the boogie monster.
I got you.
I wonder why they call it the boogeyman, but that, again, we'll pin it.
That's a whole other story.
Different state. Well, we're going to dive in with St. Albans Sanatorium. It's famous because there's a lot of active hauntings currently going on. It used to be a boys' school like a boarding school.
They're always old boy schools and reformatories.
And then they were like, you know what? That isn't working out anymore. Let's make it a psychiatric hospital.
Even worse.
And then they were like, you know what? This location is pretty prime. But then it also sits near the Civil War battleground. So can you just by saying those three things,
just a trifecta.
We know it's going to be so actively haunted.
I totally feel like we should go there.
It's calling to us. Once you said trifecta, I was like, oh, we're going. Dang. But it's just the witness reports. It's things that we've already heard, right? So this place gets visited by paranormal investigators all the time, and immediately their equipment doesn't work, and they can't figure out why. Right? They hear voices, and voices that will answer the investigators, which that part I like. That's something I would like to investigate. Yeah.
No.
You go in and you're like, hey, is anybody here? And someone's like, yeah, hey, I'm over here.
I'm over here. I'm right here. What's up?
You know, like that's something I'd like to investigate.
Where are your camping supplies and your children?
The parts I don't like is the shadowy figures and the screaming in empty halls. There's nothing more eerie than walking down a place that's not kept up anymore because it's not in use, and then you just hear like random screaming. Like, but I mean, we can tell why. This is a very traumatic area,
bro.
And you know, like,
that's deep.
Is it more of a fear of the fact that it's an abandoned building? Like, does the building itself kind of feel eerie?
Yes, it's all the above. And you talk about energy is infinite and that residual energy that happens when there's trauma and things like that, right? Can you picture, let's just take one of your three.
Okay.
And probably the most gruesome, right?
Uh-huh.
The Civil War. Do you know how many deaths and things happen, and brother against brother, and the emotional part of it, and it's political. It was all bad. It was all bad. And there was death everywhere. We talked about it in one of our last episodes.
Yeah.
That's the most gruesome in my mind. But then the most like horrific, the torture and stuff that happens in a boys' reformatory and then a psychiatric. No.
The psychiatric word is what gets me, because it's like they don't even know. They're like the unrested souls, I think is the best way to put it, are confused on where they are. You know, like they're still earthbound because they have unfinished business, and they don't know how to rest because they're so confused from all the traumatic experiences. Do you think that if people were to restore these buildings and use them for something good, that some of that trauma could be reduced and thus making the place less haunted?
There are multiple thoughts on that particular subject. We're going to narrow it down to two.
Okay.
One is absolutely not. That there are a lot of like poltergeists and a lot of hauntings, not just visitations, but physical like hauntings and things that happen when there is traumatic and spirits with completely unrest, right? That are torturing and haunting and freaking people out and moving things and, you know, those kind of poltergeists.
Right.
So no matter if they're stuck to that building and they're angry about it, you really think that putting something pretty there is going to unanger them? And not always. No,
but not only would the building be restored, right, and making it more beautiful and less, you know, like, ooh,
less
looking,
abandoned.
Right. Right. But also using it as a place for something good.
You never know.
Like the opposite of all of those.
I mean, you got to think of that if a person is angry and inherently evil, let's just say I'm a bad person because I'm a bad person, or just out of my mind.
Okay.
Right? Like, I don't know.
Would I perceive, like, would I give into the goodness? I see what you're saying.
But the second thing that I was going to say was this: the second outlook on that is, yeah, absolutely, that people might find peace, that that torturous environment is no longer here, and they might find that peaceful and leave. I just don't know if that would happen with everybody. Those are the two trains of thought that I was going with.
Okay. So like maybe.
Like maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe depends on the spirit.
Yeah. I wonder. Okay. I guess my other question would be like, why are we obsessed with leaving it abandoned? But I don't have the funds to go make it pretty, but
East Coast,
I
yo.
would.
East Coast, I swear, all those states east of the Mississippi, I read about stuff all the time. They leave stuff abandoned.
Yeah.
Man, we don't have the real estate out here in California to be leaving things abandoned.
Nope.
Shoot. They tearing down little Eichler houses all day long and just throwing up these monstrosities because there's no space anymore. So we're tearing down the old and putting in the new. There is literally no space. We're tearing down orchards and farmlands and stuff, you know? I don't know how you just leave things. You know what, though? Good for us, because I want to see a lot of those
before they get restored, right?
Oh, man. Mm-hmm. But there are some
future business for me.
Absolutely.
Restoring the traumatic areas and making them pretty.
But there are places back east that even I won't go.
Was that so?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we have to know why.
I hear. Okay. Something you probably don't know about me.
Okay.
Lori does, because we've done it. I'm a fan of bridges, like covered bridges and stuff like that. And we've gone around and traveled around and actually gone out of our way to see some cool covered bridges and take some pictures and things like that. But I've heard of a bridge that even I won't go to, just because of the spooky nature of it. And it seems kind of strange that this place is called the Bunnyman Bridge.
Okay, that sounds really cute. Like I'm thinking
You would
Easter
think.
Bunny.
You would think. But
Uh-oh. We're in for it now, everybody. Buckle in.
here it is, guys. The Virginia Bunnyman it's a famous urban legend. And it's about, you ready for this? A figure in a rabbit suit who terrorizes Northern Virginia by wielding a hatchet.
Oh my goodness.
And it traces back to actual police reports in the 1970s, and it morphed into a local folklore and of a sinister escaped asylum type thing. And it's crazy. And it happens on this road overpass in Fairfax County. The legend basically says they were a group of inmates, and they were being transferred from an insane asylum in Clifton, Virginia, to Lorton Prison back in 1904. And driving down all these twists and turns, the bus crashed and an inmate escaped.
Oh no.
And this guy reportedly murdered his family on Easter Sunday while wearing a bunny costume during the killings. And it's said that this dude lived off the flesh of rabbits and things like that in the woods, and that he would string them up along the bridge that would eventually bear his name. But you fast forward, and a couple decades later, there were two teenage boys who took their girlfriend to the Bunnyman Bridge just to give them a little scare. You know how that goes, right? The girls were about to leave, and there was a flash of light under the bridge. The guys went down there. When the girls went underneath looking for him, the boys were gutted and hung from the bridge.
Oh my goodness.
So now there's another report that said that a couple sitting in their car next to the bridge, the man in a bunny suit hurled the hatchet, which was the murder weapon, right? Hurled the hatchet at their car, breaking through the windshield.
No.
They escaped, those people, but obviously, understandably, terrified.
Of course.
So now, this bunny man continues to this day. A body was found near the Bunnyman Bridge as early as back in 2018.
Oh my
and
goodness.
it was sparking rumors that the man was back into his wicked ways because the body was hacked to death by a hatchet. Now, freaky story all on its own, but the thing is this. I would love to investigate places like that, where tragedies happen, things like that, just to investigate, but not if there's any copycat or people out there still hacking people up.
Right. Like, could it be that there was a, what do they call, like, the repeat murder?
Copycat.
No, like, that's someone who copies it, right? But, like, someone who, like, is a serial killer, right?
Yeah.
Because they, but then someone wants that same hype. That's awful.
That's crazy.
Let's burn the bridge down. Start over.
Not the poor bridge.
That's terrifying.
Virginia,
on so many ways. Like,
Virginia's
so many
got
levels.
so many different stories out there. One of these days we're gonna have to really dive into just not just Virginia, but like in the Appalachians in that area. Oh my goodness gracious!
Like, I don't know. Like, the story itself is. I mean, because like, 2018 wasn't that long ago.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like too recent.
It's
so, like,
too recent.
Like, I would want to go, but like now I want to go with like an escort of bodyguards.
Absolutely. If this thing was only from 1904, I'm like, let's go. Let's investigate.
Yeah.
But not if there's activity.
Yeah,
not that kind of activity.
Yeah, no. I like to talk to those that are on the other side of the veil. Thank you very much. But talking about bridges, I have a story for all of us called the Crawford Road and Crybaby Bridge in Yorktown.
Ooh.
So the folklore originates from a tragic bride allegedly hanging herself from a bridge. But why does she decide to do that? What's the story? So many years ago, a wedding took place near this bridge. But she was not a very happy bride. She wasn't in love. Instead, she was not in love with that man. And she escaped. Because she was not going to marry this man. And so she did the only thing she could to get out of it. She ended up hanging herself from the bridge.
Oh, no.
In order to make sure her fate was one of freedom. And so the legend says that when you drive by Crawford Road, you can see a body hanging. And it's definitely a bride. And for these unlucky few who happen to be on the bridge at the right time, the woman will enter onto your car.
No.
And she will be dressed in a beautiful white gown. And you'll see her. And she'll drive on the bridge with you. See, I don't know if I could handle that. But then, like, as you see her in your car, then you'll see her kind of like in your mirrors. And you'll see her take a leap. And you can see her body hang midair, swaying. Oh.
I can envision it, and I just got a little creeped out.
Yeah, no, thank you. That's just so sad. It makes me really sad. So people say that they call it Crybaby Bridge because they can hear her weeping. Which, what's near bridges? Water. What's near water? La Llorona.
La Llorona.
That's just so tragic, though. Like, the wedding that went wrong.
I mean,
she felt so, like, powerless that she did something so...
Tragedies everywhere.
Yeah. Oof.
Tragedies everywhere. And it's sad because of it's so tragic. But man, like, it creates all of these different things. Like, and it's everywhere. So when you go back and talk about tragedy, have you ever heard of the Churchill Tunnel collapse?
No, but that sounds terrible.
So
that's terrifying on its own.
I'm telling you, when I was doing my research, I kind of read about that. It happened in 1925. The Churchill Tunnel in the eastern part of Richmond collapsed. while the workers were still enforcing it.
Oh, no.
So there was a lot of soft soil and it collapsed, right? And it trapped several of the laborers and burying a locomotive underneath all of its debris. And then chaos ensued as the survivors fled the accident. But according to the local legend, a ghastly, crazy, man-like creature with jagged teeth, rotting blood-covered skin, emerged from the rubble. And witnesses claim this creature was barely recognizable as a human. And then it fled the scene.
Oh.
Then, that is what is known as the Richmond vampire. Now here's where it gets crazy. Pursuers allegedly chased the bleeding creature away from the accident through the streets and towards the James River, and it reportedly took refuge in like a specific mausoleum in the Hollywood Cemetery. That mausoleum in question had the name on it of William Wortham Poole. And Poole was a 19th century bookkeeper. He died in 22, but he came to the States because he himself was deemed a vampire.
Nope.
And run out of Europe.
Okay.
Was that the body of this vampire who was causing all these things and ran into his mausoleum? People don't know. People do not know. Because some people say that the person who emerged from the tunnel collapse could have been Benjamin, I think his name was Benjamin Mosby. And that was a fireman who may have survived the collapse but suffered severe boiler burns and deep lacerations and broken teeth. And his shredded appearance, blood and peeling skin, is what fueled exaggerated tales of this monster just running through and taking refuge in this local cemetery.
Yeah.
But they didn't find him.
No.
And how do you lose that? How do you not find, if you have people chasing you, because it says that there are people going after this monster.
Yeah.
And he goes into a mausoleum. Where you going? Where you going? I've been in a mausoleum. There's nowhere to go. It's a little tomb. See, those are the kind of things that get me.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like, unless there's like a secret passageway.
I don't know. I don't know. Guys.
Like, how do you go through that?
But that is the story of the Richmond vampire. Still terrorizes areas. Crazy.
Wow.
Crazy. You just stuck.
I'm stuck. I'm over here like thinking
I'm
like.
telling you, there's
is
so
it
many.
magic?
I don't know what it is.
Now you see me, now you don't.
I mean.
Right? Like something.
David Copperfield. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but there's some stuff. There's some stuff and some things that are going on out there in Virginia, guys. And it's some crazy stuff. Because there's no answers.
There's a lot of tragedy there.
Absolutely.
It's the rich history. Had a lot going on.
I'm telling you.
And people just didn't know. Quite yet.
There's a lot of stories I've got.
Oh yeah? What other one do you have?
You want me to go?
Yeah. I need a little more time.
Well.
I feel like my story just doesn't flow with that one.
How about the one of the Wicked Witch of Pungo?
Ooh, that sounds like a good story.
Well, it's about Grace Sherwood, who was probably just like an average woman. But she had like a bad reputation.
Oh no. What'd she do?
I don't know. Numerous claims by neighbors eventually stuck and gave her the reputation as a witch.
I bet she was just a mouthy lady, but okay, let's continue. I'm sure. She was like a...
Well, the first mentions of witchcraft appears when this lady, her husband, James Sherwood, took neighbors to court twice for defamation lawsuits. And they claimed that because he was claiming that she was casting spells. She filed another lawsuit against her neighbor. They filed another lawsuit against her neighbor 4 years later after their husband's death. Shortly after those, same neighbors took Sherwood to court for practicing witchcraft and put her in the defendant's seat. So they had their own trial basically,
Okay.
about this witch. The jury was put together and included one member of the jury who had earlier been accused of witchcraft herself. Taylor said that one of the pieces of the evidence used against her that she had were several spots on her body, such as like warts. At the time, these were seen as abnormal things, from the devil to suck on and to apparently the appearance of witches. So she was put through witch dunking. Do you know what witch dunking is?
No, but it sounds awful.
It's when the accused witch is tied up and submerged underwater. If she floats, she was a witch. And if she sank, she was innocent. Either way, it's no bueno.
Absolutely. What? This was a thing?
Yeah.
That's so mean.
So Sherwood, they surfaced to the water and freed herself from the ropes and swam to shore. She was declared a witch and locked up. Sherwood was never formally accused of being a witch again in court, but the historians believe that she was locked up, but just for a short period of time. But in her death, there were stories of witchcrafts, and it persisted. For example, no grass is said to have ever been able to grow in the spot where she underwent the dunking.
What? Okay, so I had to look up like the precise spot because I'm like, what is the Witch Duck Road? Why is it called that? And 10 a.m. on July 10th, 1706. Okay, so just the mindset of people. Okay, it was just a little dirt lane called Witch Duck Road, and they really put her in this river, and they were like, duck the witch, and the people were all for it. Could you imagine? Like, they would have killed an innocent woman because of their fear.
Yes. And if they sank and died, they were innocent. Oh, my bad. That's not right.
That isn't right. Like, talk about...
There's a whole lot of not right going on.
That feels like gaslighting on, like, the highest of levels. Yeah. It's just interesting to me that witch legends they're held on to longer than like most ghost stories. Mm-hmm. And I think it's a little bit of people's guilty consciousness for their sins. That's crazy. But the good news is that she lived a peaceful life on her farm until she passed away in 1740. At the good age of 80. That's a really long life. Maybe she really was a witch.
I'm telling you, back then, in the 1700s, to live to 80? Get out.
And it was because she was left alone and didn't have to, like, be around people.
Oh, man. There's a lot.
That's wild.
There's a lot of things that are crazy and wild. Just all over that area.
That's crazy.
You ever heard of the Sallygaster?
No, please.
The Sallygaster in Blue Ridge Mountains, and I don't have a crazy story. I just wanted...
Okay.
I read about this, and I just have to describe it to you.
Okay.
It's one of the most infamous beasts in the state folklore. It's in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and it's a cryptid, and it's described as a terrifying mix of bird, reptile, and vampire.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, this is exotic.
It's supposed to have like razor sharp teeth, claws, and massive wingspans, and legends claim it can dive bomb livestock and people at over 100 miles an hour.
Whoa. That's quite some speed.
I just think that things like that are just kind of strange because you have to be able to give that type of a description, and if it's documented from multiple eyewitnesses who aren't all there together, what are they seeing out there? That's what gets me. Like, what are they seeing? Because everyone knows the legend of Bigfoot. You can hear things like that, right?
Right.
But this is one of those things where, I don't know. I do not know. But with razor sharp teeth and claws, spindly legs.
I mean, at 100 miles an hour, like, I could barely run like 5.
No.
It's gonna get me. I'm not gonna be able to outrun it.
They also
and you can't even hide. It has wings.
You can't hide because they say this thing can literally separate from its head from its body to allow it to see around corners.
No,
Yes.
stop.
Yes. Early settlers made claims of being terrorized by this cryptid. Sightings started to spread across the county. Yeah, it became so popular that at one point there were rumors that President Theodore Roosevelt himself was planning on postponing a trip to Europe to lead a hunt for the beast. He wanted to find it himself. And it's also,
Even the president was involved on the hunt for said beast?
and the rumor of how this beast is gone. You ready for this one?
Okay.
They say that
I'm ready.
this beast is rumored to have died after flying into a boiling vat of moonshine.
It was like, ooh, what is this?
Man.
What is this?
What is this delicious treat?
Let me power up.
Oh man.
That's wild.
I'm telling you.
That one needed to attend an AA meeting.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. There's a lot of things out there. And you know what's really crazy about the Appalachian Mountains? I've read a bunch of stories and I've seen some TV shows and things like that. There's a lot of things hidden in those mountains because they're so vast. It's crazy that they say that, and it's all backwood, that people haven't been to every part of those woods in decades. There's no telling what's living out there. Whether it's people, whether it's people with some disabilities, some inbreeding, who knows, those are the rumors. And that they're all down in those backwoods.
Why aren't people visiting I just that think part of the woods?
Super thick, and I think it spans over several states. It's big.
Is it like a national forest, or is just people aren't interested in I guess people are just not interested in going, and since we don't travel the way we do, if it's not like a major highway, going through there.
The Appalachian Mountains have a reputation for being creepily, largely because they are some of the oldest mountains on Earth. They're vast, they're rugged, their isolated terrain has fostered an environment where extreme, deep-rooted folklore and generations of socioeconomic hardships, all of those things, those people who have lived in these mountains, they created very unique and eerie atmosphere. And that's all in that area.
Well, that's scary.
Yep. It's a hotbed for cryptic lore. It's a hotbed for a bunch of stuff because it spans over all of those areas where the Mothman and
18 U.S. states?
Yes.
From Maine to Alabama?
Mm-hmm. The entire length of the continental United States, basically.
Whoa. I don't know why I thought it was less than that.
Mm-mm.
Here I was like, the original 13 states. No, wrong.
It's so thick and things like that there are real dangers out there. Behind all the paranormal lore and things like that, the physical dangers are things like that dense foliage. It can basically swallow up all the sunlight. The cell service is gone. People can lose their bearings in minutes because everything looks the same and is super dark. It makes everything real fearful. And you can get lost in that deep wilderness. And then it feels more supernatural. Then with the fear comes all those little creepy, crawly sounds and things behind you. What's following me? And then if there are some people out there living amongst the land because they have no other means.
Right.
They could think that you're trying to invade their territory,
That makes sense.
Who knows? I'm speculating, everybody out there, but I'd go.
We're just 10. We're just 10. Mm-hmm. So there are, so currently Virginia is in partnership with making sure that they invest money into rebuilding their bridges. Maybe we go to all the bridge openings and see how much activity we, because we have nothing better to do. That would be pretty cool though.
Maybe.
I don't know. We might not make it back. That's interesting, though. I did not realize that it went through 18 states. That's just feels so big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm scared.
Virginia's also got so much history.
Yeah, with like the Civil War being a big part of its history.
I mean, not just that. There are things like, I mean, isn't Mount Vernon in Virginia? That's the home of George Washington.
Oh?
You know? And there at Mount Vernon, which I've been to, by the way.
Fun fact.
Yeah, fun fact. But staff and things like that have long reported paranormal occurrences at George Washington's Mount Vernon estates. Security personnel have heard the clanging of keys, while others have seen a woman, 18th century attire, carrying a punch bowl, descending the stairs. There's been noises and things from the slave quarters. All of those things happened right there at Mount Vernon, which is overlooking the Potomac.
That's crazy.
I felt something creepy when I was there.
Did you really?
I did, but it was just
A
creepy.
little tug?
Not really like that. I was in the area that they called, like, it was next to the kitchen area, so it's where they kind of hang the meat and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But it just felt creepy. It was hot outside, but it was cold in there, and you know, it just felt, the vibe was different.
Yeah. I could see that. Well, I mean, since we're going about historical houses, how about Peyton Ralph's house in Williamsburg? It's often one of the most haunted houses in America. It was built in 1715. The house witnessed deaths, illness, slavery, and war.
Mm-hmm.
During the Revolutionary period, it was even used as a hospital. So as you can imagine, there is a lot of trapped souls in this house.
A lot of residual energy.
Oh my goodness. And things that people have reported the most is an entity in the basement. Often saying that it's a non-human shadow entity that hangs out in the basement.
No.
And it is rumored that it manipulates the other spirits. And some of those spirits are murdered soldiers. That during the Revolutionary War, the British soldiers quartered the home. And so, like, beds will, like, move around from where they're supposed to be. You'll see soldiers that are bleeding or their throats slit walking through the hallways.
No. I don't think I could handle it, guys.
The fact that I'm picturing it is like what's keeping me so quiet.
I don't think I could handle it. I couldn't even handle the Ouija board. Watching some dude walk by with his throat slit. Let me tell you a little story. 1, 2, 3, bye-bye. I'm gone.
Just gone. Just out of there.
I am a vapor trail. I am gone.
So Peyton himself was a former president of the Continental Congress, and his study is haunted by him. He appears unaware that he has passed on, and he's still focused on his political documents. So he's just like studying away, writing some stuff. But as you also know, war is awful. And there's also apparitions of Mary Peachy.
Yes.
And children.
I've heard of that.
And I'm like, oh no. There's nothing worse than ghostly children.
I've heard of that.
It's heartbreaking. Oh, tell us about Lady Peachy.
What I've heard was that following the Randolph's family's tenure, the home eventually passed to the Peachy family. And Mary Peachy, who lived there with her children, right?
Okay.
And the home was marked by extreme grief as several of her children passed away from illness. And one young boy died after falling from a nearby tree. So she frequently seen as a sorrowful female figure drifting through the silent corridors, and witnesses and security staff have reported her walking through the historic halls, and even would claim that she's called out to guests by their name.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's often seen in blue, and she's noted as the lady in blue.
She sounds like she's a good host, and we should go visit her.
Yeah, I'm on it.
If she goes... People have also been reporting that while they're there, they feel like they're being watched.
Well, yeah. If she's watching, if she goes, Arturo, I'm gone.
She might just need your help finding her children.
First flight back to California.
Yeah. I like that there's something strange here. Normally apparitions are in the basement, in the attic, in a room, by a bed, in a closet. Like, these are typical places. But there have been reports that apparitions are in the windows. That's a little different. So I wonder if it's like looking in or looking out.
Either way.
Because like through a window, that's different. That's something that I haven't heard before. But I'm sure that all our little weirdos out there can agree that trauma imprints itself on the location.
Absolutely.
Right?
The window thing freaks me out because I have a personal experience. It's happened to me. When we moved out of Mountain View when I was 14 and we moved to Lodi.
Yeah.
We lived on a little ranchette, 3.5 acres. And next to us was a house. And in this house, right, there lived a guy and a lady and their grandson. And their grandson had like cancer or something, right?
Oh.
And I used to shoot hoops by myself outside because it was way out in the country and I had no friends out there really. I would shoot hoops by myself and that kid would watch me out the window. A little creepy, right? Fast forward, the kid passes away in that room. I think I was either freshman or a sophomore at the time.
Okay.
So fast forward to like my senior year when all this craziness happened and the 6-foot good looking guardian
angel, the man of my dreams,
brought me home. All that stuff. I remember being outside shooting hoops and glancing towards their house and seeing a figure in the window. And it wasn't the old people. I knew those guys. Just a creepy figure watching me through the window. So that kind of you say see through the window, do you see this? Like the chills that I have on my arms? Like, I mean, I'm not lying.
It's real.
It has happened to me.
But it was like a figure. You didn't quite see it as the child themselves.
I want you to picture looking through a pair of glasses that are there's a smudge on them.
Oh, okay.
So could I see a person standing there? Absolutely. But could I see all the physical features of that person? No, I couldn't.
No. And then it happens.
That's why I say figure.
So quickly. Yeah, it happened so quickly.
But it was obviously a Caucasian. It obviously had blondish or brownish type hair. You could see the differential in colors. Just the features weren't there. It was creepy.
That does make it a little more terrifying.
And I can remember to this day.
Okay.
To this day. My hoop was on a pole. It wasn't attached to the garage. It wasn't anything. It was on a pole.
Okay.
And I remember throwing it up and it bounced off toward that house. And I went to go get it and then looked up and saw that figure. And I remember just stopping and staring for solid 5 seconds. And then, nope, went into the house.
You're like,
I left the ball over there. Didn't even go get the ball.
You really said 1, 2, 3, goodbye.
Oh my God. If I told you all the things that happened to me on that property, you'd be like, nah.
No, I believe it. The further away you are from suburbia, the more things you see because it's just untouched. It's abandoned.
And maybe that's why the Appalachian Mountains are so engulfed in all of this activity because they themselves are away from suburbia.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
Man. I'm a movie watcher, and it reminds me of a couple of movies, and I won't get into it because I know you tell me I watch too many movies, but
facts.
There are some creepy movies that are about that area.
Yeah.
Those mountains. Look it up, guys. Look it up.
Everybody's like typing away right now, just looking it up real quick. And then email us. Help us be better for you.
Help us help you.
Isn't that how that works?
Telling you, if you guys want to email us, I think it'd be great because we're going through all of these things and I want to hear from you. So here it is. ESPOOKYSTALK@gmail.com, or right there in our bio, there is a link. You can hit the link. You can send us a message. Let us know what's going on. And if you have any stories or creepiness or things that you want to know about, if you let us know, we will get to it. And if you give me an address to send a sticker, guess what? I'll even shoot you a sticker.
Because we have time. Because we're
on summer vacation.
On summer vacation. All right. Well, I've saved my best story for last.
All right.
The historic Chamberlain Hotel.
Ooh.
Which is now an upscale retirement community in Hampton, Virginia. Okay. And it has been said to be really haunted. But the thing I'm most excited about is that the guests and staff have said that they've seen Edgar Allan Poe.
No.
Yes.
No.
The Edgar Allan Poe. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
Isn't that wild?
It's more wild than you think.
Okay.
Go on. This is good.
Mm-hmm. He is often rumored to be the phantom in a top hat, occasionally seen strolling in the Verdana or peering out from the hotel, seemingly drawn back to the area where he used to give poetry readings. So he's just like, hey, I'm here reading my poems. Like the Raven.
Guess where we're going in February?
Are we going to this hotel?
We're not going to the hotel.
Oh.
We're going to go to the final resting place of Edgar Allan Poe.
Are you serious? Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm telling you.
Save the best for last. Good news for me.
That's some crazy stuff, guys. The fact that it's all together.
It always loops back.
It always loops back.
A good storyteller will have a start, a middle, and then an end, and it all ties up in a nice bow.
Well, guys, speaking of the end.
Wait, but there's more.
Oh, wait.
There's more apparitions. On the 7th and 8th floor is where the spirits like to hang out. There's a story of a young woman. They've said that her name might be Esmeralda, but they're not quite sure. She likes to roam on these upper floors, and she's said to be the daughter of a fisherman that was lost at sea, or a victim of a 1920 fire.
Ooh.
Guests have reported that the phantom knocks. Suddenly, the temperature drops, and we're talking like icy cold, to where you can notably know the difference. You can need a jacket. And the sound of a piano playing in an empty room.
Mm-mm.
And again, she goes back and forth from the 7th and 8th floor. And so the thing to note here for me is that the only time that like temperatures have dropped to icy, like an icy feeling, is when I was in a room and at that time I was a student to be a certified nurse assistant, CNA for short. And I was with a patient that was visited by death and was going to be moving on. And that's the only time where and I mean cold, like there's nothing you can do cold. What's interesting is that the room temperature will be the same, but you'll just feel so cold and you can't warm up.
Mm-mm.
And then when death is around, you'll also feel as if time slows down. And it's like a feeling of, I don't know, the best I can describe it is like when you have a high temperature, like a high temperature from a fever, and like you have a harder time like knowing the concept of time. I don't know if you've ever had a fever and can relate, but I'm talking like 103, 104. It's like, I don't know. It's like slowing down. Time feels fluid, like here in water. It's very strange. So I wonder if her presence and her agony has gone to that level where she's able to make it so cold. Because look at that. She lost her dad. That's so sad.
That is sad. That's very sad.
And then the other thing that people have reported is just hearing like disembodied voices, floating orbs, not herbs, and furniture mysteriously moving on its own, like floating from one spot to another.
You know, do you remember when we went to Alexandria?
Yeah.
And we took that ghost tour?
Yes.
Do you know that I've caught several orbs on several pictures?
Yes, you have.
I felt super creepy in that house, the lawn that we were out in front of that house.
Yeah.
Super creepy. And when they were talking about the people falling, because this is all Virginia. Yeah. We were in Alexandria, Virginia, guys. We took the kids to DC trip, and we did. And you know, just because I'm me and I'm the one who gets to plan these trips, I always do a ghost tour. So we were taking this ghost tour in Alexandria, and we went to this area where multiple people have passed away in this yard, in one particular corner of a yard, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
From falling from the building and things like that and other issues that happened. I took several pictures and I was like, it can't be light reflection. First, I felt weird, and that's why I was taking pictures of the kids' back. It wasn't even, they weren't posing or anything. And when I looked at the pictures, there was an orb by this girl's head.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I was taking pictures, right?
Yeah.
It was by her head. And then that same light was by her jacket. And that same light is down near her pants. And I'm like, if it was a reflection of light, it would be reflecting off of something. The reflection would not be moving.
Right.
So I caught several orbs.
That's super
I don't know
cool.
if I ever showed you those pictures, but I will.
But was it the same place where I told you, come closer to this tree? There's a presence near this tree.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I remember. And then I tried to look through the windows because they swore that they had seen something, but I didn't see anything there.
It was this house.
Yes.
The Carlisle house.
The Carlisle house. That's the one.
That's the one.
For me, the biggest activity was near that tree. So I wonder if like anybody was climbing up and hurt themselves by the tree.
The tree was in this part of the yard, kind of to right, and that.
Yeah.
This is the corner of the house where those things happened.
Oh.
So it was all within a circumference of 20 feet, 15 feet.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, it's so creepy.
See, like that feeling is the same when you like. For me, when I feel a spiritual essence, for lack of better words, it's that same feeling of being underwater and like intense pressure on my chest, particularly. And the closer they are to me, the more intense it feels. It gets hard to breathe.
I don't know what I feel when spirits are around. It's random, and I'm not very good. I'm not like you. I'm not such a bright light. So it takes a lot. Like they have to be super close, I think, or something for me to be able to sense anything. I can't just be like, oh, there's a presence in this room. No, they got to come mess with me a little bit, which I don't like. P.S.
Oh, they have to do a little bit more.
Do you remember the Ouija board incident? Must we recall the Ouija board incident, people?
That experience is unforgettable. I was over here like fully open, like, okay, I'm holding everyone in. I'm like, whatever happens, like I'm the one taking it home with me. Like I'm taking all responsibility, right? Because I don't put that on anybody.
Did not like it.
And it's like a spiritual responsibility of mine, right? And then I was like, oh no, it's not letting me do anything because it really wants to talk to Arturo. So then I pass it over to you, and immediately you're like, nope.
Guys, for everyone out there in the ESPOOKYS universe, let me explain 10 seconds. 10 seconds to clear my name.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Never have I ever felt something trying to take over my arm. I was starting to twitch. It didn't feel like a muscle twitch though. It almost felt like something
moving your hands,
moving my arm, my whole arm, but without. If I was going to push your elbow, you would feel me touch your elbow. I didn't feel that part. Just my arm would just jerk forward.
Yeah.
And it did it to the point where it was starting to move the little planchette thing. And I was like, nope, something trying to take over. And if I let them in, I didn't know, I don't feel I'm strong enough to get them back out.
Right.
So I was just like, no, thank you. I was polite.
Yeah.
I was scared, but I was respectful.
Yeah.
And I just said, nah. And then, remember, I was brave and I tried it again and I felt nothing. Remember, my hands were twitching at first.
Yeah.
And then I felt nothing. Total dead, total nothing. They were respecting me, I guess. I didn't like it. And they're like, okay.
Yeah, he's not ready. Essentially, it's what it comes down to, right?
No, I wasn't ready, guys.
But okay, so for all of you curious people that are just too nervous to try it yourself yet, still, that's okay. That's fine. The way the spirit board truly works is that you are consenting to spirits taking control of your hands to contact you. And you have to be a good speller because they spell it out for you.
I didn't like it.
But the feeling can be very uncomfortable.
And a little overwhelming.
If you don't have, how do I say it? I am 100% certain that I am not going to be possessed because I'm too strong-willed. Because I've just encountered too much stuff already. Does that make sense? But for somebody who's new, it's very. I remember being scared, so I get it.
You can say it for someone like me, who I freaked out and pretty much curled up into a little ball and was like, "No, thank you. It's okay, guys."
But look
I'm okay with me.
Look how strong you were. You said no, thank you, and then they left you alone. So you are strong-willed.
And then I tried again. I tried.
Yeah.
I tried to put my big boy panties on and I tried and it just didn't work out, guys. Hey, you know what though?
We should do it again.
I've grown since then.
Yes.
We should do it again. And for my boy in Antioch, Joaquin, I know we still got to go hit those roads out there.
Oh yeah.
And I know we're going to take a little road trip up to Colma to go do some things up there. And I know that I also want to come to another road trip and go down south. I found a bunch of things down south near LA.
Okay.
And I think that it'd be kind of cool to do a little road trip, a Spookies road trip.
I think so. And now you've told the audience. So
I've told you guys, so now it's got to happen because then I would be lying. And
we don't want to be liars.
I mean, it is what it is. Anyways, guys, it is that time. We have crossed the threshold. We have done all I feel that we can do at this particular point with the state of Virginia. Although I do think that we're probably going to do another couple of states here within the next maybe 5 or 6 episodes, a state or two. We also have some guests that are interested in coming on. And I think it's going to be kind of cool. We're going to hear some stories. We're going to do some things. And you guys are all going to be along for the ride.
I'm just really excited to hear all about the dreams and coincidences and strange encounters that happened for you today. Don't forget to email us.
Don't forget to email, or just, if it's too much to email, just click the little link. It's right in our bio and you can send a message directly to us. But hey, I'm being serious about those stickers. So if you guys are interested, you got to hit me up on where to send them. Otherwise, I'm just throwing stickers around.
Just leaving them right and left.
But you know what they say, guys. Tonight, as you head into your room and put your head on that fluffy pillow, first, be sure to check under your bed.
Lock your closets and your mirrors.
It's a spooky time.